Alright guys, we haven't done a DIY in a while. It's been super busy. Zeb's behind the camera. Say hi, Zeb.
Hey guys.
And today we're going to be working on this mirror. It's a two-part process. First, we're going to be sanding it and putting muriatic acid on it to age it. Then we'll be taking it inside, painting it, and putting a transfer on it. First things first, we've got our orbital sander. You're going to want 220 sandpaper, nothing coarser, because when we're sanding this, you're going to sand through the gray. I'm going to hit a red layer, and then once I hit the silver, you got to stop or else you're going to be all the way through the glass, and we don't want to get that far. So I'm just going to sand the back off. Another option is you can use paint stripper if you'd like to do that. I'm not a fan of it, so I'm using my orbital sander today. So I started sanding this and I realized we don't have a red layer. It goes straight from the gray down to the silver. The most important thing to know is when you hit that silver layer, no matter how many layers there are in between, you've got to stop. If a little bit of glass shows, don't freak out. We're going to be adding a paint layer and that will help things work out. Okay, so you can kind of see when you flip it over everywhere that we've sanded. Some places it went all the way through, and that's okay because we're going to paint it. So the paint will come through, and that's kind of what you want. We're doing something we're using acid for, and so I really want you to be safe. So here's the thing. Closed-toed shoes, long sleeve shirt, big heavy-duty rubber gloves, respirator equipment. This will choke you up. Also have water running and ready to go because water will neutralize it. So as soon as you get that acid on there, when it starts eating away, you're going to hose it down and you're going to hose down the ground and that'll neutralize it. If you don't have those things ready to go, it's very dangerous. So please be super careful when you're doing this. All right,
so it's time for the acid. This is not an indoor activity.
Okay, next step, DIY paint, vintage linen. Pick it up at jamirayvintage.com. I'm just going to paint that here on the back and cover this up. The nice thing about DIY paint is after that acid, DIY paint is all natural, no VOC, don't need to wear a mask, don't need to wear gloves. So I'm just going to paint over where the clear glass is. And then I'll distress it a little bit, call it good, and then we'll be ready for our transfer that we're going to put on here. It's all finished. You can see the white paint coming through, the kind of splotchy, silvery effect we have going on. We're going to clean this really good, and then we're going to put an IOD transfer on it that you can find on our website at jamirayvintage.com. Okay, so I'm just cleaning my surface with Windex. If your surface isn't clean, the transfer won't stick. This is our 28-inch cloth transfer. You can use it on a mirror, or you can put it on your wall, on a dresser, or even make yourself a sign for your house. We're going to have a couple of these up on the website, and I'm hoping to add more over time. I love them because they're easy. You don't have to hand paint anything. If you can use a popsicle stick and rub it over there, you're good. Every transfer comes with instructions. It comes with this applicator tool that we're going to show you how to use a little bit, and then you get the actual transfer, and it's got a piece on the back that we're going to peel off. Zeb's going to show you how to put it on. He's much better at lining things up than me.
So on the instructions it says to tape the corners down.
Wise instructions. Should we tell them that we've never done this before? I've seen it done.
Does that count?
I know, it just shows how easy it is. We've never done this before.
Jamie's a pretty fantastic DIYer though, so don't let her fool you.
I'm good at reading directions. Okay, so it's taped down.
Alright, so...
Well, I've done little ones. When I was a little girl, I put a few roses on a dresser once, but this is a bigger scale. This worked out perfectly because this is a square mirror, so with this round, it's just like perfectly proportionate.
Yep. All right, so I'm gonna bring you in close here. It says to just rub really well everywhere there's a design. So I'm just taking this and rubbing it until it feels like there's no more air bubbles. You can kind of feel it adhere and see it. It like sticks down really well.
Okay, Zeb, so if you were gonna hand paint this, how long would it take?
To hand paint this, it would at least be 2-3 hours. It might take me an hour just to lay it out.
Yeah, and then this to rub on this transfer is what, 10 minutes? So it's definitely a time saver. There's a bunch of different ones. We've got this transfer, and then we'll probably put up a couple more and then just keep adding them as we use them.
To hand paint this, like to get all this effect and distress it just like this would be...
Oh my gosh, that'd be such a pain, and then you wouldn't want to scratch the mirror, so definitely for this application would be difficult.
Yeah, I don't think you could get it on a mirror like this. Maybe on like a dresser front or like a door or something. I don't know if you can see it on camera. There's like a light spot here and a darker spot there. That darker spot is still attached to the backer paper, so as we peel it up, I'm just rubbing that on. Jamie's gonna peel it up a little bit. Okay, so we'll peel that up.
Oh, come back there. Right here.
You've seen me make the frames out of the reclaimed wood. This is just some old beadboard that I have left out of the Clifton house. I'm almost out of this. I just have a few scraps left, but I just 45'd the corners and glued them together and stapled them, and now I'm going to use that as the frame for the mirror. Okay, time to staple on the backer board, and this will give it some strength and hold the mirror in.
Want me to go see from the shop?
Yeah,
You can take your glasses off now, Zeb.
Alright.
We were safe.
We're sitting here because the mirror reflects all kinds of fun things when we're standing up. So, you know, we're trying to hide you from the
Then we're in the same frame as the mirror.
Yeah, we're trying to hide you from reality here. It's not actually clear back behind here. It's reflecting the other block that's on the other side.
Yeah, I'm sure they know that. It's a mirror, it reflects.
Well, it looks like it's see-through in the camera.
So we'll kind of recap what we did. We took an old scrap mirror that's been under our bed for what, like a year? I picked it up on the side of the road in Vegas.
It's probably been 2 years. Jack was like 1.
Yeah, we were visiting Vegas, and I can't leave stuff behind, so we got 2 of these, so we can make 1 more. And then we sanded it, we used a muriatic acid, and then we added the transfer on here.
The IOD transfer.
The IOD transfer, and we also painted the back. You can get the paint and this transfer on our website, JamiRayVintage.com. I think we have about a half a dozen in stock. If they sell out, I'll order more, and I'm going to add a few other transfers as I can get them in stock.
So if you don't want to do the acid part, you could probably get close to the same effect with just sanding it. You just have to sand all the way through, because the acid was a little bit tricky, and we understand that if you're nervous about doing that. So.
And if you don't have a mirror, you could just put this transfer on like a white board and frame it out and have a sign in a matter of minutes. It really didn't take that long.
No, and you can already get pre-painted white boards down at like hardware stores. So.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like that painted backboard. So really simple, a great way to use an IOD transfer and to add, I mean, this is a huge impact that you can make on a big piece.
It's like 3 feet square.
Yeah, and if you don't want to make your own, this is going to be at the shop, and then we'll probably have one at our fall extravaganza. If you don't want to make one of these and you want to buy this one, I'll have this at the shop at Molly's Forget-Me-Not in Lehigh. We also have the fall extravaganza coming up.
Yep, it's going to be super awesome. November 11th at the Thanksgiving Show Barn. We run the show, but we also will have a double booth there that will be filling up with all kinds of awesome stuff. It's a good chance to come by and meet Jamie. I am not always there because I'm running around doing a bunch of stuff. You were always
there. You can meet Zeb too. He'll be the one sweating, moving people's furniture. But also I'm teaching a class, so when you come to the fall extravaganza, you get classes included with admission, and it's 9 to 5, and we're going to put the link down below. So if you're from Utah, we want to see you there. We'd love to meet you.
November 11th.
November 11th. It's
next Saturday.
It's like a week and a half from now. Be sure to give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to go to JamiRayVintage.com for your paint, your transfer. I'm wearing one of my new shirts that I just ordered. I already got it dirty, and we appreciate your support. Have a great day.